my name's Anna and welcome to my channel, I Like Plants and Shit. I'm gonna go ahead and start at the top. We have a heartleaf philodendron. This is one of my oldest plants. I've had her for a long time. All my friends have pieces of her. She goes so down here. She's gotten a billion chops, and I don't really like how small the foliage is getting down here, so I'm probably gonna chop her again soon. But she's huge. She's tied up and she's still hanging down. And then we have a lemon lime philodendron. I got these as two 4-inch starters and I put them in a 6-inch, I think. Yeah, 6-inch. But she's gotten super full. I've given a couple cuttings of her as well. And this is actually a green form Micans. I need to get the regular form because I actually prefer it over the green form. But I just repotted her, so she's looking a little funky, but she'll grow in. I've had her for like maybe a year. I'm gonna add in pictures of, if I could find most of them, I probably will, of when I got a lot of these plants, and I'm gonna add in the date that I got them, and you guys can see like how much they've grown, even though I have propped a lot of these. I got this one pretty big from Walmart. It hasn't been too long. I gave my friend when I started as a 4-inch, and I kept my big one. But yeah, my Brazil, she's huge. But yeah, I'm gonna go on here. This is a Hoya crinkle. I actually started this guy. I got her from a trade. I started her from like it was like probably like 2 little cuttings, and one of them was just a wet stick and the other one had 1 leaf after it was shipped. But I've grown her to just about this big in a year, I feel like. And then this is my Hoya Bella. She started as literally 3 single strands, and I've been propagating her to make her a full pot. But yeah, it's the Hoya Bella. And this is my melanochrysum. I have her in a pretty big pot, but I started with 2 melanochrysums and I traded a whole bunch. I propagated the hell out of them. And now I'm trying to get bigger leaves. I'm tired of propagating them. I just want some big leaves. But yeah, this is my crystallinum. Honestly, this is the one, one of the 2 anthuriums that I'm kind of like, I don't want to say struggling, because she just gave me this leaf. This is the shipping leaf. This leaf was growing during shipping, and she's not doing too well. Her roots are amazing. And I dropped the crystal, of course. But her roots look great. This is Radicans X Luxurians. She was doing really good for me. I got her as a seedling. This was probably one of my first, I think my 2nd anthurium after my Vichii. And she's doing pretty good, but after I got her out of the terrarium, she gave me this super tiny leaf. And I just repotted her. I'm hoping she gives me a bigger leaf. But yeah, her roots look great. And then this is my King Anthurium. She's she's a pretty big girl considering I got her as a little baby seedling with juvenile leaves. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in, but I need to repot her soon, even though I just repotted her, because she really does have a lot of roots. I hope you guys can see. I love these clear orchid pots, by the way, for my my rare plants, my aeroids and stuff. But yeah. This is my crystallinum. I got her as a seedling as well, and she's been kind of a slower grower since I took her out of my terrarium, but it looks like she has a new leaf. Hope you guys can see that. So does my Vichii. You guys can see that leaf spike. And then this is my forgetti. This is probably one of my, well, yeah, definitely my favorite anthurium. She's my biggest. I got her with this leaf, which is pretty big. Hope you guys can see. Compare her to my hand. She was pretty big, but her newest leaf is beautiful. She was growing this leaf when I got her. And I just repotted her literally probably like 2 weeks ago. And let me see if I can find the roots. She already has some decent roots growing, but yeah, this one's very heavily rooted. And she's just beautiful. She's the white stripes as well. Yeah. And here I have a little terrarium I got off Amazon. And I caught a couple, these are anthurium seedlings here, right there, right over there. But I got these seedlings off Etsy, and they came already sprouted, but I've had them for probably 2 weeks, and yeah, I wanted to start learning how to grow berries. And this is right here, this is a Monstera dubia green form. I used to have a huge version of her, and I grew this one just off a little single node cutting. But yeah, I sold and traded a lot of that. I actually traded a piece of that for my bro marks back when everyone wanted one. This is a Hoya breviolata, I think. Here I have my philodendron pastazanum. I actually got this off Ecogenera probably, it's probably been like a month or 2 months maybe. Actually 3, could be about 3. I'm gonna add a picture in of what she looked like when I got her. She was beautiful, but I chopped her up. Well, I can't remember what you call that, but I just cut the stem and I left it where it was, but then I ended up repotting it so this growth point could go on ahead and have space to grow. But she actually has 2 growth points off one shoot. And then the mother plant, it just gave me this leaf. She's still not done growing, but this is the last leaf. This is the next leaf, and she already has a new leaf that she's working on, but yeah, that's my pastazanum. Here we have a philodendron splendid. My albo syngonium. I got this one as a 1-leaf cutting. I got this one from a trade, my squamiferum. She only had 2 leaves, and now, yeah, she gave me that leaf. She gave me this leaf. Look at those fuzzy petioles. And then I'm going to put this down. My gloriosum. I actually got this as a big plant when I got my Vicii. I got this one too. It was Christmas of 2021. No, 2020. So yeah, she had 2 big leaves, and I ended up giving her root rot. She was one of my first crawling philodendrons, and I grew her from a wet stick. She's working on her 3rd little leaf right now. But yeah, I've been getting that guy good again. She has some decent little roots. I can't remember what this Hoya is called, but I will add in her name. I'm pretty sure I could find it. But she's giving me these big, beautiful leaves. I got her as a 3-leaf cutting, and I gave away a cutting in a trade as a little gift. But she has these big brown leaves. I got this baby, my Peru, as my Monstera Peru from a little trade on a Facebook group. It's been probably a year. I started her off as, I think it was like 2 leaves, and I grew her up a moss pole for a long time. She had some big leaves, and then I decided to chop her up and make her a fuller pot, and yeah, I'm liking how she's looking right now. It's my Peru. And then we go on to my Jose Bueno. I got this baby from a trade too, a local trade. I got her as the cutting. She had no roots. It was a fresh cutting. I had just got the cutting. It literally just chopped the cutting. She chopped it the day I got it. And yeah, she was super nice. I love doing local trades. The leaf has some beautiful variegation. And yeah, she has some nice roots. She's doing pretty good. You guys can always let me know if you want any specific care videos, and we can make plant specific care videos. I can say what kind of soil I'll pot them in and stuff. But yeah, this is my Calathea orbifolia. She has a new little offshoot right there. She has a couple of crispies, but you guys know how Calatheas are. This is my medium. I can't remember. Medium. I can't pronounce that. I'm gonna add that into the little caption. This is her newest leaf. She's huge compared to her older leaves. She's looking great. Right here I have my Plumanii. She has a new leaf spike on the way. Look at that. I went through a little up and down with this one. I couldn't figure out how much water she needed, and I kind of think because her leaves are so thin, she likes a little more water than my usual philodendrons. But she has some little spots here. I've been trying to figure out what they are, but hopefully the next leaf looks good. There seems to be no pests, but yeah, she's doing great. I love the rippling. She's doing beautiful. We're gonna move on and go into my little terrarium. I have a lot of good stuff in here. There's a couple varicosum cuttings. I have some bromarx. I have silver stripe. I have a cutting of my dubia, some melanochrysum. There's a anthurium seedling in here. I'm gonna try to get a good angle of her. I'm gonna try to add in the title, the name, because I can't remember the name. It starts with an A, but yeah, we have a couple good things in here. We're gonna go ahead and continue with my last room. I'm gonna go ahead and start the same way. I'm gonna start at top. This is my staghorn fern. I've had her for a pretty good while. She's a lot bigger than she looks on camera. If I were holding her, you'd be able to see how big she is. I got her, she was pretty raggedy looking when I got her, but she's grown a lot. And yeah, she's beautiful. I water her with rainwater, and I soak her in a bucket with rainwater, and I fertilize her with orchid spray. But yeah, this is my marble queen. I forget to water this plant a lot, so ignore the yellow leaves. I kind of have my favorite plants in my room, and I don't want to say it, but I kind of abuse these plants a little bit. I have my hardier plants in here. And then yeah, I have my pothos. Yeah, my neon pothos. I almost blanked for a minute there. But yeah, my Rhaphidophora. I've had this one for a long time. I've given away a lot of propagations. I have a lot of propagations going in here. I have a lot going. But yeah, my Adansonii, I have chopped up and given away a billion pieces of this. I used to just climb up the pole, but I literally filled the whole pot with propagations from her. Just literally, I need to tie her up. But she's a pretty big plant. And I know I have two kinds of pothos in here, but I cannot distinguish the difference between them. They kind of just look the same to me, but they used to look pretty different. But yeah, I have two kinds of Marantas here. I have a variegated one, and then I'm pretty sure just a regular green one. I used to have a huge pot of this, and I kind of just mistreated her a couple times, mistreated her a little bit, and yeah, here we are. But she's looking pretty good though. And then I remember when these were super hard to find, Trubia Moonlight. Just about last year, I traded for a single cutting of it that took so long to root, and now we all know Costa Farms carries them. I have a billion cuttings of bromarx in my fish tank propagating. I literally got this from a client of mine as like a 1 node cutting, and now I have a billion cuttings in there. She used to look super beautiful, but she was getting too tall for me, so she had to get chopped up. I have a dumb cane, or yeah, I don't know. There's other names for them, but I've had her for a little over a year. We're gonna go on here. My Hoya Waiatii has some beautiful new sunstress leaves. She's doing great. I have a Hoya Carnosa with a piece of a variegated, a little cutting of a variegated one. I've had that for probably years. She doesn't do much, but hey, she's growing. Here's this baby. Kind of blanking on her name right now. I know it's gonna come to me when I'm editing the video. I know she's the yellow flower, but I can't remember the name right now. Fitchii, Hoya Fitchii. Yeah, I'm going up here. Most of my Hoyas are outside, but I'll show you guys those. On my Grapphila, kind of tangled her up there so she could grow, have some support. But I got this from a client too. She used to be a big bushy plant, but I chopped her up. And yeah, she's fine. I really need to cut, I need to handle this. I really need to handle this. I know you see those. Yeah, I need to handle this. This is an asparagus fern. And then here, the plant who literally started it all. I remember I had a huge one of these. I'll see if I can find a picture of her when she was pretty big before I killed her. But yeah, before I murdered her. But yeah, I got this pup from a friend. I gave her a pup and she returned it. But yeah, this is a little plant that I have with one of my friends. I really Desert Rose, I think it is. But yeah, and I have a regular ZZ down here and the black ZZ. You can see her new growth. She didn't do nothing for so long, and now she has a couple new spikes. One of those is yellow, but she's doing the thing. This is this side. Did I say my Cebu? I did not say anything about my Cebu. This is my Cebu blue. I recently just found her at Walmart. Well, Lowe's, I'm lying. I've been looking for a pot of Cebu blue, and I saw her and she was just perfect. But yeah, she looks great. That is my plant. Well, that's my last room. I have two more little plants in here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you those. I wasn't gonna add this in here, but I'm gonna show you guys a couple of my outdoor plants, because it's really all where it started. I used to garden outdoors. I used to grow fruits and vegetables and stuff. But this is my Hoya Crimson Princess. I have propagated and given away so many pieces of this, and she's just always growing, so I gave her a little support. And here is my Splash. She has some huge leaves, but she's doing great since I put her outside. And then my Carnosa. She needs a bigger pot because this is one big plant for that little pot. I have an orchid here. I really cannot remember what kind of orchid this is, so I'm gonna zoom in on that for you guys. Got my Crimson Queen. I need to get her a little support because she's just growing up there. She looks hella raggedy, but yeah. And then this is like a Christmas cactus, I think. But she's doing pretty good. I always forget to water her. She has some paint on her too, cement or something, but she's doing great. Here's some of my Hoyas. If you made it to the end, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you continue to follow me on this new YouTube journey. Thank you guys so much. Bye.